Hey everybody, back again, another video. As requested, Nukes top 5 again. But if I see this face, I'm gonna be mad. Because I've been watching videos for the past week. I've seen dozens and dozens and dozens of them, and he's popped up in, I'd say, 3 out of 5. And ooh, people, come on. That guy, I mean, I'm watching hundreds of different pages and channels and stuff of him. I mean, hell, he made onto some newspaper thing, and it's like, yeah. And it was funny because his friend was wearing a shirt of his picture on it, and it blew me away. But as requested, this week's Nukes top 5. This was 2 days ago on the 24th. So let's dig into this one. So let's see what we can find on this guy.
Hidden away in the countryside of Chillicothe, Ohio, is the Schrader Road Tunnel. Built underneath a set of railroad tracks in 1927, the old road tunnel is said to be extremely haunted. The story goes that long ago a woman was carrying her baby while walking along the train tracks late at night. The two were hit by an oncoming train. It is said that her ghost and the ghost of her baby haunt the Schrader Road Tunnel. Many people who have traveled through the tunnel report that they have seen the ghostly figure of a woman holding her baby. Others report hearing odd, unexplained wails and moans.
Yeah, there's a big thing around this. There's multiple different folklore. A woman crying out, "My baby, where's my baby?" Babies crying. The sound of rattles. A couple of pages in the paranormal world talk about how people have gone there and they've seen a woman in a white nightgown. They don't say dress. They always say nightgown, or a floral nightgown, or a woman in a white hospital gown, asking if people have seen her baby. There's a few reports of hearing a woman say, "Do you want to hold my baby?" So there's a lot of it. I was in Ohio for like a year, and it's a pretty big thing up there, surprisingly.
Because of this, locals started referring to the Schrader Tunnel by a very different and much creepier name, the Crybaby Tunnel. So, Levi Woodruff is intrigued by the spooky stories and sets out to explore the Crybaby Tunnel late one night. As you might imagine, it did not go well.
So I've been down in here in a place called Crybaby's Tunnel. It's a place, it's local around my area, and they say she got hit on the tracks with her baby, or her body was dumped right there in the creek down here. There's something dead right there. Bro, there's something dead right there. It's a dead deer. It's a dead deer.
Well, we call it the Buckeye State. And if you don't know what a Buckeye is, basically it is the ball form of a Reese's peanut butter cup. It's like a ball of peanut butter coated in chocolate. They're delicious, but they'll give you cavities.
I've been out here forever trying to get stuff done. This place is spooky. Is anybody out there?
Yeah, now a lot of videos that do this, like you hear like the sound effects and stuff, it always sounds really close to the camera, and that's usually a dead giveaway of a fake. This, you can actually tell that it is far away. There is an echo, there is reverberation to the crying, and it is off in the distance. So that lends more towards something is further away. I've seen a few videos where they talk about, oh, there was a baby crying way over there, but it sounded too close to the microphone, or it sounded recorded.
Hello? Right. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
In the pitch black darkness of the tunnel with nothing but a flashlight, Levi suddenly hears the disturbing cries of a baby. Familiar with the spooky stories about the tunnel, Levi makes a run for it. So could these cries belong to the spirit of the baby that tragically passed away at the creepy old railroad tunnel? And is the ghost of the baby's mother also inside, just waiting for someone to come in?
Yeah, I mean, could it be, somebody at the other end of the tunnel, or further in the tunnel with a baby crying on recording? Maybe, possibly. The tunnel does turn, so they could be around the bend, but if it was like, say, a recording on a phone, you'd probably see like the glowing of the phone somewhere, because the camera brightens up any light source, so you'd see glowing somewhere. If it was, say, a recording device like a voice recorder, some of them also have lit screens, but it wouldn't really put off that controlled of a sound. It would sound tinny. So this leads more towards the believable side, because, well, which one of you guys out there would go deep into this tunnel by yourself, turn off all electronics, all the lights, everything, and just sit in the dark by yourself and wait for your friend to walk in just so that you could play that sound and then them run out? You'd have to sit in that dark by yourself, not being able to see anything around you. I mean, that alone would be creepy. I mean, I'd do it, but it's not that I'm brave, it's that I'm stupid. So I'd do it, but I'd definitely be armed.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
The House of Light and Shadows. TikTok creator Anthony Yamada has dedicated his TikTok page to making videos about life in Japan and the available homes and real estate there. In one of his videos, Anthony is giving a tour through an affordable 4-bedroom home in Fukuoka City, Japan, when this happens.
Here's what $760 gets you in Fukuoka, Japan. Now today we have a classic Japanese home, starting with a very nice tatami room. This house will run you a monthly rent of 12 man. This 4-bedroom home is in a wonderful location. 3-minute walk away from a supermarket, electronic...
Is this the same guy that did the kid running through? I can't remember, but I want to go. Yeah. The goofy stick legs, the goofy stick legs here, and how broad the shoulders are. Let's see if there's a cut scene in here. I mean, it is. This one's it's a little questionable here.
Here's what $760 gets you in Fukuoka, Japan. Now today we have a classic Japanese home, starting with a
Oh. See the shadow? Yeah, somebody ran up.
room. This house will run you a monthly rent of Ju-ni-man-en. This 4-bedroom home is in a wonderful location. 3-minute walk away from a supermarket, electronics store, and convenience stores.
Yeah, he doesn't go down that hall.
Monthly rent of Ju-ni-man-en. This 4-bedroom home is in a
Show that corner again. Yeah. This is partially opened, so the reason why he hesitates and turns to the window first and doesn't go to this cabinet is because he has somebody that ran over, stood there, waited for him to turn, and then they ran back. You could see the shadow of them running over, and then he pans to the left, and then he turns back to the right, and it's gone. And then he walks forward, walks in, keeping his eye off at this corner specifically, looks out the window, and then briefly shows this corner. Yeah, it's faked. Since he is highlighting properties, he's acting like a rental agency producer or highlighter, and if they highlight it as possibly haunted, people will pay the full price to rent these properties. Prices will go up. What he's doing is he's creating folklore to create business for the realtor agency.
3-minute walk away from a supermarket, electronics store, and convenience stores.
Did you see it? Well, Anthony didn't. But soon after he enters, a shadow can be seen moving around and standing behind a translucent Japanese-style wall. But when Anthony looks behind the wall, there's no one there. But Anthony didn't notice any of this until shocked viewers quickly flooded the comment section, wondering if the reasonable price of only $760 a month for a 4-bedroom home in a large popular city has anything to do with that. Some viewers even jokingly ask if the ghost is included with the house. Now, is this a Japanese ghost or not? And would you pay $760 a month to live with one? I'll leave that up to you to decide. Reber. TikTok user Jess is a certified nursing assistant. One night, she's working the late shift in the psychiatric unit at an old and allegedly haunted children's hospital in Maine. She spots something that sends a chill down her spine.
Okay, there's nobody here, right? Nobody here.
Oh, I've seen this one.
What is that? Because it is not me.
Okay, so this is the counter. You see her, she's right here. This is the counter. This is the shadow of the counter. The lighting is going this way. Where's my little dooflicky? Here it is. Let's see, this one. Okay, so The light is inside the room right here. It is shining this way. And then this is the shadow created by the light on the cabinet. This is the door she's playing with. She's claiming that that is a ghost. It's not.
This is me leaving, closing the door. What is that?
Yeah, see? She closes the
Here
door.
comes the door back opening. And nobody's there.
And look, the shadow.
But yet,
Here, I'll move my fat ass over. Okay?
and nobody's there.
Look, here's the shadow right here. This is the shadow she thinks is a ghost. This is the shadow. You see the corner of the counter right here. This is the corner of the counter. Here's the corner of the counter, the shadow. It's coming down. This is what she believes is a ghost.
But yet,
That's ignorance. I don't know how you get to be a nurse and you fall for stuff like that. I'm in the medical field. I work in the medical field. I'm a contractor with the Department of Labor. I have enough common sense to go, that is a shadow. That is the counter. You can see the white countertop and the black shadow. That's it.
hi.
A dark human-like figure can be seen standing in front of Jess in the hospital hallway mirror. But there's no one there. A TikTok commenter points out that she might be seeing the image of a Reaper, there to collect someone to take their soul to the other side. Jess confirms that, strangely, one of her patients actually did pass away the following day. It's worth mentioning that
Yeah. See how dilated her pupils are? Yeah. That's sleep deprivation and a lot of time spent working nights in the evenings. This is a sign of somebody that is overstressed and more than likely medicated or self-medicated, trying to get through the night. She's seeing a ghost when it's clearly a shadow, and people are like, "Oh, it's a Grim Reaper." No, it's the shadow. You can see the shadow. You can see everything there. Some people's kids,
Nurse Jess has never posted any paranormal content on her TikTok and has only ever shared videos about her life and experiences working as a certified nursing assistant. So could this be a Reaper caught on camera?
Nope.
You decide.
Just a shadow.
Down below. Crafter Maura Johnson from Huntington Beach, California is packing for a trip to sell her handmade goods at a Las Vegas trade show. Suddenly, she and her business partner hear something downright creepy coming from somewhere just below their feet.
We're trying to deal with this. I have had not enough coffee to deal with this. Honestly, this is coming from the dream. Okay. That's some creepy word.
That's just kids playing around. I mean, the wow, wow, wow. That's fan voice. That's fan voice. Anybody ever see Tommy Boy? Ooh, and he's talking to the fan. That's what they're doing in the tunnels. I go into tunnels here. Lots of people go into tunnels here. You go into the sewer and you make an ass out of yourself because the echo's funny. That's just kids being kids.
Do you hear it? What is that? Who is that? What the f is going on around here?
When my biz partner decides to join the siren call.
Obnoxious as hell.
Mara and her business partner hear creepy sounds and what can only be described as singing coming from the sewer drain. The time of this recording is at 5:45 in the morning, so it makes no sense that anyone would be down in the sewer that early, much less singing. Now, Mara is in no way claiming that she captured anything otherworldly. In fact, none of her videos on her TikTok page have anything to do with the paranormal at all. Mara simply posted this one creepy, unexplained moment that she experienced.
Just kids being kids.
So, just what is this? And who or what is down in the sewer singing at 5:45 in the morning? For now, this eerie capture remains unexplained. We need scary videos, so if you see something scary that you think would be perfect for the top 5, send it to me at nukestop5@gmail.com. A room with a view. Ever since they moved into their new apartment, Joey Chalotny and his family have been experiencing strange, unexplained activity. Their furniture and belongings seem to inexplicably move on their own. Their infant son's toys turn on and off at random, and they often hear the sound of doors and cabinets opening and closing on their own. So on this particular day, Joey suddenly hears something very odd coming from his son's bedroom. He is determined to capture evidence of the supernatural activity in the apartment, so he takes out his phone and begins to record. What he captures is truly chilling.
So me and my wife have been living in this apartment for about 6 months now. For the past 2 weeks, some weird things have been happening in our son's room. So I wasn't gonna record, but I came here to feed the cats. We have 2 cats. So I came over to feed them, and I noticed that in his room, my son's room back here, there's one of my cats, I can hear his toy being played. And it was not on before. It is playing right now. And I don't know why it's playing right now. I didn't leave it on. But even if I did leave it on, like, I'll turn it off. Even if I did turn it on, it wouldn't automatically play. You'd have to, even if I brush over the keys, it doesn't really go. So you'd have to really press the button and make it go.
Okay, so for those who don't have kids, these toys, when they're on, they'll go through the different settings and play modes when left untouched and on. As he shows you, it is on. So it's gonna go through there. When it's on and it's not getting played with, it goes through a preset demo of what it has. It's to keep a baby entertained. Even when the baby doesn't touch the buttons, it'll still entertain them because it's a learning toy. It lights up and it draws attention, and the kids want to touch what's lighting up, and that's what it's designed to do. I've raised nieces, nephews. I've raised them all. And just tons of kids. I've got many nieces, many nephews. I've probably played with more kids' toys than anything. I mean, I have somewhere north of 400 firearms, but I've played with more kids' toys than I've used my firearms. And that says a lot. So it's not a ghost. It's the internal mechanisms of a child's toy. Now, if he turns it off, leaves the room, and comes back and it's turned on, like that switch is actually turned on, then maybe I believe something.
And it was not on, and it turned on, and I could hear it. And that's why I started recording. And now that I'm looking around, there's stuff knocked over. There's plants knocked over. There's fake plants knocked over. There's books on the ground. The wipes are on the floor. I don't know what is going on. And there is no one here. I am here by myself. There's nothing here. Do you see that? Am I insane? Here by myself. There's
Okay, so he turns from a well-lit wall. You've got a well-lit wall. It's all well-lit. This big dresser here, white. Switches over to... Excuse me. Switches over to the dark side of the wall with the light coming through the window. And they're saying that's a ghost. But that is light matrixing from the actual window itself. The camera's trying to focus, and you can see the wall here and the wall here. All of this dark spots is beginning to lighten up as the actual light source is being adjusted internally in the camera. See the room. See, watch the shadows over this table here. Shadows go away. The room lights up. It lightens.
Am I insane? Am I insane?
Nothing paranormal about that.
Someone just walked by the window, and I will go out there and show you that no one is here. This door is locked. This is the door you're just looking at. This door is locked. There's nothing out here. Nothing out here. There's a closet door. This is also locked. I don't think we've ever opened that door. It's always been locked. Just the weirdest things are happening. Weirdest things are happening.
An electronic toy turns on by itself, and as Joey looks around the room, a strange shadow can be seen passing by the balcony window. Joey shows that there's no one outside.
Yeah, that's just the light matrixing, because when you go from one light sensitivity to another, your camera is automatically going to adjust. It's going to adjust based on surrounding images that it's picking up and the brightest lights. It's going to adjust so that they're all in focus at the same time. It's not a ghost. It's not somebody walking by. It's merely light being adjusted.
And that there's nowhere for anyone to hide. In fact, this window is on an enclosed balcony 12 feet off the ground. It would basically be impossible for anyone to climb up, walk by this window, and then just disappear by the time Joey rushed outside. Later that evening, Joey receives a motion notification from the nanny cam in his son's room. He checks the feed and is shocked by what he finds.
If you look really closely, the rocking chair starts to move. It's in the corner. You can see it's very slight, but you can see the shadow kind of moving. It's rocking on its own. There's no one there. Everyone is at my mom's house right now. Everyone's at my mom's house. And then the wipes fly off the dresser. And then the hamper, or maybe the hamper falls over. Like, what is going on? No one's there. What is happening?
Okay. So this falls off in the same direction. It's getting pulled off directly towards the rocking chair. So these items are, this is a reflection of the rocking chair. This gets pulled off and comes to the ground here.
Rocking chair sitting in the corner of his son's bedroom begins to rock back and forth by itself, almost as if someone is sitting in it. Then some baby wipes fly off the dresser.
Yeah, it flies off directly.
And a hamper falls over.
And then the hamper falls over. All of the items are going towards the rocking chair. Now, again, recording the image of a recording is the most obvious sign of a faking. because recording an image of a recording, like if I take my phone and I record the image on my computer screen, you lose a ton of information. You lose a lot. You don't have the same visual standards. You're basically pixelizing the image on purpose. This image, this video, he could have saved to his phone and then voiced over it so it's more clear, but he's purposely recording the image off of the computer to hide stuff. This is another faking of an incident, because he's trying to make it seem like it's haunted. He's got cats. He admits to having cats. So what could have been happening was cats in the first thing, and then he goes, okay, I made an ass out of myself, now I have to go further. Or he's just trying to get famous by claiming his place is haunted, knowing that people fall for this stuff all the time.
The floor. Joey says that the family has already made plans to move to another apartment, and until then, they will be staying at his mother's house. Joey says that the family has already made...
Again, I'm looking at two screens here, two different settings. Like, okay, this is when nothing is there. Nothing is there. But you can see that there is the plant outside. You can see it through the shades. You can see the cross member of it. But you can also see dark spots on all of the blinds where the shadow is all the way from where the sun's hitting it. And then the moment that the shadow figure appears, the camera is already altering the composition and the exposure of all of this. So as everything is altering the exposure, you have that. And also, if you go to your blinds, if you have blinds like this, if you have these vertical blinds, record a video as you're crossing in front of it. The light reflection on that blind surface will change as you're going around it or near it. It'll change. It'll look like something is there, because even though these blinds are held up by two verticals, two or more, depending on how wide they are, 2 vertical, 3 vertical string sets, there is a slight dip in the center of it. So any kind of movement around it, it will kind of create a wave pattern of a shadow that goes across it. It's a big thing that is in the paranormal world. There's an actual university where you take a 12-month course to get a doctorate or a master's degree in the paranormal and parapsychology and all this stuff. I have one of those degrees, so I mean, there is a whole slew of information. It's a year-long course, costs a little over $1,000. But you go through courses, you go through training, you go through evidence review, all kinds of stuff. And you have to attack this with the same mindset of, you're not going to there to prove that ghosts exist. Because if you go someplace to prove that ghosts exist, that's all you're going to find is the proof. If you go there to prove that there is a reasonable expectation that it is fake, but you can't prove it, then that's proof of a haunting. If there's like the toy. Oh, it was off. And yet he turned it off and then turned it back on. And then he goes, look, you have to touch these buttons for it to work. Go buy any toy, any baby toy. Turn it on, set it down, and just let it sit. It will eventually start making noise. It will eventually go through a cycle of different things, because that's what they're designed to do. They're designed to keep the baby entertained even when the baby doesn't do anything.
Plans to move to another apartment, and until then, they will be staying at his mother's house. Scary videos.
That was fake
Jason
stuff.
Barber from Salisbury, North Carolina comes home from work and he gets the unexpected scare of a lifetime.
T. Barber. Is that cat? Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, man. I remember this one.
A big angry snake is hiding around the edges of Jason's front door and lunges out in an attempt to bite him. Luckily for Jason, the bite was a miss and the snake is actually a non-poisonous black rat snake.
There's no poisonous snakes. Snakes are venomous. Poison is injected. Venom is injected. And you either eat it or it gets injected. Poison dart frogs. You ingest the poison because you lick it, you get it on your fingers, and it soaks in. Venom is completely different. It's a non-venomous snake.
But something to be learned from this. If you walk up and your cat is just staring at the door and meowing for no reason, maybe take a closer look before you just head in.
Yeah.
In another clip, a man and woman have a similar scary encounter.
Oh, yeah. Another one. Wait for it. Dog runs out. Says,
The couple
"Hey,
pulls
bitch."
out an old step stool and is shocked to find a large snake hiding under a box right in front of it. They make a run for it with their puppy following close behind. But the puppy is not gonna let the snake have his toy. So he just runs back in and yoinks it away. Snake or not, nothing is getting his favorite toy. Game.
Oh, they didn't show the rest of it when the snake comes slithering out from underneath the stool. It's a like a python or something. It's just I've seen a few of these snake videos. I've run into a few snakes here in Arizona, out of my property. Saved one of my old dogs from a rattlesnake. I mean, they pop up. I've had scorpions, big ass centipedes. I've had a run in with a lot of crazy animals.
Changer. Nukes Top 5 viewer Christopher Duncan emailed us some creepy CCTV footage captured at a small church in rural Mississippi. The CCTV camera is recording the playroom of the church's, quote, youth group when something happens that no one at the church can explain.
Watch, John. Are you watching this thing? It's not moving. No. Oh, no. Watch. Watch, John. Watch.
It hurts so bad.
Nobody listens to me. There's ghosts in here. Nobody listens to me.
Watch it.
It's about to go crazy and break. It's still moving! It's still moving, y'all! It's still moving! It's still moving!
If it floats in the air and goes for the top, you'll freak out. And then it just moves. It's so good.
A pool stick on the floor of the church playroom can be seen rolling around, shaking, and vibrating all on its own before it just snaps right in half. Chris says that the kids in the room were so busy and loud that they didn't even notice the creepy event. But after playtime, church officials found the broken pool stick on the floor and went back to check the CCTV footage to find out just who did it. They were pretty shocked to see that the pool stick seemed to just break on its own. Chris says the church is known to be haunted and that there have been many other incidents of paranormal activity over the last 20 years. So could this be the work?
Yeah, this one's good. This one's good. I know how loud the youth rooms can be because I've spent time in the youth room. I've spent time at churches looking after youth rooms. My nieces and nephews and other family members would do this. I mean, you're talking like basketball game loud, trying to talk to the person next to you, and you're yelling, and it's like they barely understand you. Granted, that's probably a lot of rattling and crackling for that to not be noticed, but there's no pixelization difference. There's no change in the shadows. It's all the same. There's nothing. I mean, everything matches in this image. I mean, it is literally just writhing and rattling around and spinning. Like you see this, how it blurs like this. That means that thing is spinning like the lengthwise, like it's just spinning high speed, and the end is wobbling. Like think like Tootsie Roll pop in a drill, and you spin it, the end will wiggle out really fast. That's what's happening here. The narrow end is the weekend, and as it's spinning, this narrow end, I mean, that is a violent spin. We're talking like maybe 600 to 800 RPM. That's fast.
And why at a church?
And then it just snaps, and it snaps like, okay, pool sticks. When pool sticks break, they break the weakest point, which is the connection of the two pieces, because most pool sticks are connected, and you can see the metal band right here. This is the metal band. That is the connecting point. Pool sticks, when they break at that point, or they break at the center line, or more closer to the end where it's weakest. It's not going to break at the thickest, heaviest part unless there is a defect there. But this breaks against this leg of the table. Now, I know I talk about, filming, a screen, but this one makes the exception. This one makes the exception because, one, it's a church, and two, you can see that there's no pixelization difference. Highlighting the shadow here, the shadow matches on the pool stick. It matches here, and then it matches over here. Everything matches, the coloration, the shadow. You've got the shadow of the pool stick under the pool stick. You've got the shadow of the triangle over here. All the shadows match. Even the leg here, there is no difference in the pixelization here. You can clearly see every detail is perfect. Every detail is perfect. Let's go back to
that no one at the church can explain.
Okay. That's where it sits. That's where it is. That's how it's set. It's spinning. It is spinning right there. Look at the butt end of it. Look at the butt end of it. It is spinning. It is rotating. It's rolling. It's jumping. Because it is spinning wildly out of control. And then it's spinning from the butt end. If you're looking at the butt end like it is a clock, it is spinning clockwise, which is what's giving it the crawl over the triangle. It hits resistance again. You can see the shadow on the pool stick matches with the shadow of the pool table. Hits the triangle, hits it again, hits it again. It's turning, it's pushing the triangle, which means that there is enough force being exerted from the spin to move other objects. And this is going against the laws of friction and the laws of physics. It is spinning clockwise while turning counterclockwise. It is being pushed against that leg as it's spinning the opposite direction. It makes no sense at all. Okay, you can see, you all know the pool stick diamond design where it's the diamond, it's very wide at the bottom, and then the top just peaks up into this very sharp point. That's what's right here on the shaft. It's a very well-known design. This design. That's what we're looking at right there. That's what the change in coloration there is every now and then. And right there, you can see the break happening. It is slowly breaking right here. There's the bend and break slightly. It's all happening right there. That is where all the force is being pushed. I mean, you can see the shadow on the pool stick. It jumps the diamond, hits the other leg. It's spinning wildly. It's spinning like a buzzsaw. Then it slows down to a stop, rolls back. It's resting for a little bit. And then starts to pick up. A little bit of whizzing. Little changes to its position. Where's my brake? Where is it? Finger getting tired here with the clickety click here. Going frame by frame here. Tip, rolls a little bit away. Rolls back into the leg. Lifts up over the lip of the leg on, well, both legs. Lifts up and then snaps. Lifts up and snaps. That is crazy. That is really crazy. I like this video. and then
It's still moving! It's still moving, y'all! It's still moving!
and you see how this part of the leg rolls clockwise. Like if you're looking at the butt end, the black end over there, it rolls clockwise, which rolls it out this way. It couldn't roll clockwise to hit this leg, but it was rolling clockwise but pushing back into this one while trying to go around this one. That's insane.
If it floats in the air, it goes for the child and a freak out.
In half.
Yeah.
Chris says that the kids in the room footage to find out just who did it. They were pretty shocked to see that the pool stick seemed to just break on its own. Chris says the church is known to be, and why at a church?
That one's,
Let me know what you think.
like I was saying, you go in looking to debunk it, and you find that there's more evidence to the opposite, and that's when you find real evidence. There it is. Real evidence right there.
Strange noises from the toilet. This next video was posted to the Nukes Top 5 subreddit, and I really appreciate all my subreddit followers, so I'm just gonna repeat what someone on there wrote that I should say about this video. Reddit user Minato caught something really odd on his home camera while pooping. So user Minato is actually a guy named Dustin, and he apparently has an extensive collection of bongs. But never mind that. Let's just analyze what Dustin heard while dropping the kids off at the pool.
Taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Hello?
A soft female voice can be heard calling out, "Dustin?"
Hello?
Now Dustin is home alone, but he says the voice was so clear that he thought a stranger was standing right outside his bathroom door. Even creepier, Dustin's two dogs seem to be anxiously looking around the living room, almost as if they can see something that we can't.
Yeah.
So did Dustin capture
a noise? You hear a noise and the dog's confused as hell. Like, where the hell did that come from? That's another good one.
Something
That's
really
another good
odd
one.
on his home camera while pooping? And just how many bongs does one fellow need? Dustin?
Well, I mean, hell, you've got, these are the bottles that weed comes in. You've got the torch for lighting. You've got rolling kits. You've got papers. You've got clips. You've got the grinder. You've got a bowl there for your joints. You've got multiple joints. Looks like wrapped already. You've got everything. You got your water for, cottonmouth and to refill your bongs. Which, dude, clean your shit, because this right here, this is no bueno. That one needs to be cleaned too. You gotta clean your stuff, man. It's not like coffee where you or cast iron where you gotta season it, dude. This stuff actually makes it harder to smoke, and going through all that stuff that's on there is actually, that's all the stuff that you don't want in your body, because the water's acting as a filter.
You can answer these questions and more down in the comments.
Hello?
Melville Cemetery. A Nukes Top 5 viewer and YouTuber who goes by the name Wishy reached out to us about a live stream from the allegedly haunted Melville Cemetery in Melville, New York. Wishy says that his friend Brian went out to broadcast a Ouija board session live from the Melville Cemetery while his friends watched and talked to him on Discord. Now, the Melville Cemetery is located on Sweet Hollow Road, a road that has many tragic and ghostly legends attached to it. One such legend is that a school bus driver lost control and drove off the bridge crossing Sweet Hollow Road. All of the school children on the bus met a tragic fate. Another legend says that 3 boys took their own lives by hanging themselves from that very same Sweet Hollow Bridge. So it goes without saying that Sweet Hollow...
See, when there's legends surrounding crashes, accidents, mass deaths, they can easily be debunked by searches, checking history, talking with the town historian, and if 3 kids hung themselves from a bridge, that would be newsworthy, national news, so on. So legends like that I don't fall prey to, because if it can't be proven, then it's just a story to scare people. Granted, that entrance gate looks really, really awesome, and if I was a millionaire, I'd buy the property right across that entrance and build a house right there, because that's really cool to just like see that gate work and all the trees and the autumn, and it's just a really nice place. That having your address being on, Sweet Hollow Road, across from a cemetery, that'd be really cool, and it would drive the postman nuts.
The road and the cemetery are said to be extremely haunted. Brian is on a Discord call with his friends, who you'll hear in the background, and he is streaming live as he decides to do a Ouija board session just outside the gate of the Melville Cemetery. Things start to go wrong, and what happens next is truly terrifying.
Yo, that's moving. Yo, oh my god, look up.
Why is it going to no?
It said no?
It said no.
Be like, yo, the camera's moving! Yo, the camera's moving!
Bro, I'm leaving, bro. Yo, I'm leaving. Was it you that moved the camera? Bro, the fucking car is going off, bro. 4K! Yo! Bro.
Understandably, Brian is a little freaked out, but he manages to stay calm, reposition his camera, and continue his live stream.
Are there any spirits here that would like to talk to me?
Okay, so we got multiple things on this one. Multiple things. One, I don't fall victim to Ouija boards. I really don't believe in them. I literally have it as my desk here and my cup cozy. I also have a couple over there, just chilling. I don't fall victim to those because somebody in the group is always willing to fudge the numbers, and when you're doing it by yourself, you can make claims, but the thing is the camera's moving at the same time his car alarm is going off, then the camera falls and it hits ground hard. You're not going to drop a couple $100 worth of equipment for a small little Discord, TikTok, whatever video. You're not going to do that on purpose to fake something, because there's no way that you're going to be able to go, okay, I know I'm going to be making money back to get this replaced or fixed or repaired or whatever. So, the alarm going off could be something, could also be nothing. The camera moving, the camera falling, those things lean more towards paranormal, because you're not gonna risk destroying a camera for a 5-minute video, knowing that you're not gonna be able to replace it unless you hit like 60 million freaking views. This probably faking this just to get content, but shit's really happening.
Bro, I didn't even ask it. That's insane, dude. Was that you that just turned on the alarm?
Okay?
Yes. Bro. Bro. I left the keys over. I'm panicking, bro. Where the are the keys?
Brian is a little freaked out, but his friends keep telling him that he needs to go and say goodbye using the Ouija board. You see, in the paranormal community, not signing off by saying goodbye at the end of a session is considered to be a horrible mistake and is said to invite the contacted spirit to remain attached to the Ouija board user. So, Brian goes back. And this is when shit goes sideways.
I took the lights and everything. Bro. Oh my f***ing god, bro. Bro, the board went in.
Get the phone, get your phone. Get out there, bro. Oh my god, I saw that. We caught that on camera.
I'm leaving, bro.
Yo, get the f*** out of here. Get the f*** out of here.
Okay,
Oh
so
my. Bro.
okay, there's the Ouija board. Now, this would be the telltale thing if there is a second person there fucking with his stuff off camera. So you see his shadow walking up. There's the Ouija board. It's moving. Yeah, I'm not seeing any pixelization, any editing effects. I don't see any of that. Usually if there was, you'd see some blurrage, you know, around the edges. You'd see evidence of tomfoolery, but you don't. Let's see. Now you can clearly see all the way back. Nothing, nobody there. The way that it's sliding. Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm looking at this portion right here, because you can see something there. All this is shadow. Okay. There it is. There's what I was looking for. Okay, so what I'm gonna say is he has bumpers on his camera. He's probably using a camera rig so that it protects his camera when it falls, because that right there is a person. The Ouija board is right here. It's right here, and it's going this way. It's going directly towards this person. See the leg, you see the body, you see the head right here. You can actually see the arm in front of them. Yeah, almost had me with the car alarm and everything. But as we know, you can get multiple key fobs. So what he did was he had somebody off camera messing with the camera, and then they had their own key fob and they were pressing the panic alarm, and then he'd get up and run over and play around and then come back. And almost had me, buddy. Almost had me until, you know, those couple of frames where you can actually see the person standing there.
Oh my f***ing god, bro.
And that fall, how it falls screen up, tells me that he's got a case on it, and he purposefully spun the camera so that it would land up like that.
Bro, the board went in.
Get the phone. Get your phone. Get out there. Get out there, bro. Oh my god, I saw that. We caught that on camera.
I'm leaving, bro.
Yo! Get the f*** out of here! Get the f*** out of here right now!
I'm leaving.
Bro, get the f*** out! Get the f*** out!
The Ouija board suddenly slides across the pavement to the other side of the locked gate, right into Melville Cemetery. Brian starts to leave, but after everything that has happened, he again begins to worry that he didn't say goodbye after using the Ouija board. So Brian goes back again. He plans to jump the fence and retrieve the board.
I'm jumping the fence, bro. I'm jumping the fence. Bro, Chris, look at the stream.
Oh my god, bro.
There's a big fire in there.
There's a fire?
There's a fire.
Get out of there, run. Yo, get out of there. I'm not gonna get out of there. Get out of there.
Bro, what is burning though?
The Ouija board's burning.
A fire can be seen burning on the road inside the cemetery. Even though his friends advise him to just leave, Brian once again feels that he should definitely try to retrieve that board to say goodbye.
Ouija board
It's in,
burned.
you didn't see it? No. Bro, you had to do some No, I wasn't on my phone. I was looking at oh shit. Look,
Bro.
show the fire. Is this the phone? Bro, there was literally a fire. This is the board.
Bro, I'm jumping.
Okay, so
Yesterday you did your
let's do this right here. Okay, that's that right there. This is what was seen, and the person was standing right here. See, this is what I'm talking about. And to the commenter that was talking about orbs and stuff, this is what I'm talking about. People will call this orbs, even though you see the two light sources, two lights up there. It's lens flares, bugs, spiders, dust. Orbs, 1 in a million, 1 in a billion shot of catching one. Almost every single orb that's caught on camera is just dust.
Bro, I'm jumping.
Yesterday you did your blessings, you did your prayers.
Bro,
Remember that, bro.
it's literally graves.
So when it's just like a graveyard watch or something.
No, it's not.
Keeping the camera down.
That's the thing.
Bro, I see it. Yo, it's the board.
It's the board.
It's the board and the planchette.
It's the board. No, with the planchette. Don't get the board up.
Okay. Yeah, so I deal with a lot of fire stuff. I mean, hell, the guy behind us here just had his house burned down. But you see the size of the board, the size of the planchette, but you see all this other char and remains here. How big that fire was. The way this burn pattern is, this and the amount of smoke, This was gasoline. This was gasoline. This was a gas fire. That's why this is barely burned, is because the fumes of gas burn, not the actual gas itself. They doused it with gasoline, set it on fire. The gasoline burned away, just charring the soft edges of the items and burning char into the ground, because all of this is the carbon in the gasoline. If engines, if you've ever taken an engine apart, this is the carbon buildup that you'd see on on a piston head, on your cylinder head, in your cylinder, your piston rings, your exhaust. This is the carbon buildup that you'd see. It just magnified 10 times because it was just pure gasoline poured on the ground, burning without any control. That's all that is.
Oh my god. The board is burnt. Oh, sorry, I don't know the board. That was the board. That was the f***ing board.
So do I just say goodbye?
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye, just say goodbye. Dragon, say goodbye.
I did.
Brian is finally able to say goodbye on the Ouija board, and he just gets out of there. But is it real? Or is it all just a very elaborate live stream hoax? I leave that up to you to decide.
Yeah, you can see all that smoke and how big this fire is. That's a gas fire. That's a gas fire. If it was rubbing alcohol or anything else, we all know the Paranormal Activity movie where he's got the planchette and then it burns and bursts into flames and then fire dies down. That was rubbing alcohol. What the movie theaters do is they grab tweezers or those medical pinchy things. I can never remember the damn forceps. They grab those, dip a cotton ball in rubbing alcohol, and then write with that, and then light that on fire, and then that gives them the letters and the burn pattern. Rubbing alcohol, low smoke, no problems. This, tons of smoke, that's gasoline.
You can see even more of this scary live Ouija board session over on the YouTube channel, I'm Wishy. Drawn out. Tattoo artist Liz Cruz is working on a customer's tattoo in her home studio in Erie, Pennsylvania. Things suddenly take a very disturbing turn.
I'm just, like, adjusting the needle a little bit, and we'll let that stencil dry for a couple minutes so it doesn't rub off. This one's going to be better than black. Just that heart rate. Yeah, definitely. I think that would look really cute, like, especially, like, if I, like, blend it in, I like blend it in. What's wrong? What happened? The table just moved. What the f*** you mean the table just moved? It just moved. In the name of Jesus, leave us the f*** alone.
Okay. Stop getting tattoos at people's houses in their kitchens. Stop getting tattoos at people's houses in general. One, it can never be sterilized the way it should be, and two, you're contaminating areas where there's babies and food. There's blood involved. There's white blood cells. There's all kinds of things. I mean, it's the woman's doing tattoos in flip-flops and she's rubbing your feet and stuff.
Disturbing turn.
I'm just like adjusting the needle a little bit, and we'll let that stencil dry for a couple minutes so it doesn't rub off. This one's going to be better than black. Just that heart rate. Yeah, definitely. I think that would look really cute, like, especially, like, if I, like, blend it in, I like blend it in. What's wrong?
Okay, I'm gonna gonna slip my fat head over here. Okay, so what we have here is her one foot's here, her other foot's right here. You've got the leg here, and then there's going to be another leg here because this is a 5-leg stand. And like, let's see.
That would look really cute.
Checking to see if there's any kind of movement on her part. She's wearing a headlamp, so it's casting a pretty good shadow of her position. You know what? This is the haunted house of the other lady. This is the one that I already did on. There's the red box. There's the TV in the corner. There's that stupid rocking chair. That's the couch. This is the people that fake the videos. This is the one that makes all the fake paranormal home videos. There it is. Okay. Let's get my big fat head out the way. Okay, so you've got the shadow of her leg. You've got the one shadow of the leg here. Her arm is here. She's wiping here. Her other arm is up here. But her other foot is on this leg. You can see the shadow of her leg. And then she moves her leg away. Her leg moves after that. She pushed it away with her own foot. Fake ass people. Fake ass people. This family, they do hundreds of fake ass videos. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
What happened?
I call you stupid in the name of
I
Jesus.
swear to God.
Same direction.
Hell no!
Always leading outside of
The table
room.
with Liz's tattoo supplies suddenly rolls away from her all by itself.
Yeah,
Liz and
all
her
by
customer
itself.
are a bit freaked out, but try to remain calm.
Yeah, these people are fakes. I've debunked so many other things. I mean, hell, the cross on the wall that's run through a hole in the wall and it's being twisted upside down. That's all. It's all bullshit. I should have looked more closely at the background so that I could tell that this is all the same fake ass people as before. But I was too caught up in the fact that they're doing a tattoo in the fucking kitchen. So yeah, fake. That's the end of this video for for today. Couple really good ones in there. I mean, it's really good, but a lot of fake bullshit. So again, thanks for pointing this one out. I mean, anytime I see this lady or this guy, I know that it's going to be a wild ride of bullshit. So, talk to you guys later. Have fun. On to the next one. Maybe I can find something good. Then again, maybe not.